Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today. Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Well, here we don't joke when we have to work. We always take the work seriously as we have to take it. Just so you know, we just landed from an airplane right now. But we still had to rush here to do our show. And that is Showbiz Daily, right here on Sammy Flex TV. And I've told you we are also streaming live on Oobak3 TV, just so you know. So now that we are here, we are about to do a recap of some of the weekend's activities and to look into the future, what is ahead of us. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are all welcome. This is Showbiz Daily. Now the gentlemen are also seated, ready to do the do. And in the studio, Roland Amate is also here, also coming back from Kumasi via an aircraft. He is seated. Long John also just came back from Spain.
That's right.
Long John tells me he just came back from Spain. He'll tell you what kind of Spain that is when we start talking proper. As well as in Team Dodo Solomon, you can also call him Chamo. Chamo is also here making sure he will manage the affairs whilst we're also away. Let me say thanks to the producers of the show. Special thanks to the director, that is Sammy Tuga. Producer is Man Like Desert. Many people mention the name difference. As well as director of photography, that is Theophilus Digosh, who is also in charge of our cameras as well. Here on Sammy Flex TV, we do it with you. Thanks to Oobak3 TV, thanks to Verna Mineral Water. We are live. We wanted to be a part of it. Well, Chamo, you guys were in Accra. Whilst we were away, how was the city? Because I know so many things happened.
Yes, so many things. Well, the long and short of it is that Daddy Lumba celebration went on, and it was a big deal.
I'm sure we can start talking about that.
It was a big deal, and beside that one too, we also had not so good incidents in Soto, some part of Soto, And
I heard about that too.
Yeah, some people even
in fact, when we got to the Soto Palace, we saw police presence, huge police presence there in their vehicles and all. Okay.
And it wasn't also good as well.
Do you have the details, the fine details?
What is really disturbing is about what really triggered what is happening. It was, according to information out now, it was triggered by their quickly the tradition that they do spreading those.
How did they say it?
Quickly.
Packaging.
It is not quickly. It is quickly. Okay. Yes.
So through the spreading of pupui, then it triggered some people because they were saying that they were doing it at a part that doesn't belong to them.
Like they entered someone's territory.
Yes.
Because the other day when they were in front of our office, for instance, they were spreading around here.
Yes.
In fact, on our gates, it was all over.
Yeah.
So, our gates. Oh, to our better track.
So almost the same thing happened, and in this case, the other side said no, they won't allow them to do that because that's their territory, and then they were not in agreement with where and how they should go about it, and then it sparked into what we have now, and we are even getting report that some people are not alive at the moment, and this is not a good thing.
They have been unalive.
Yes.
They have been unalive, eh?
Yeah. That's the report that we are getting.
Okay, so let's do this. I would want us to zero in on Lumba. I would want us to zero in on Lumba. I saw a set of videos all over Accra. Brother Sammy has been fingered by so many people. Almost saw the Tokasie being on stage near the number
Yeah.
Well, so you're starting common na I see any bino and the first one we are looking at is the weekend activities, and especially Lumba's funeral. Minister director of videos we are person share now say obeba afasia o mama sonte, then we can go check some of them. Okay, director obema videos ni be sights and scenes now be hu sene eko nyina na eko sen chawo yen zero in on that Lumba afa ye ba na ya share other things.
I think as expected it went well.
Okay. Pambo mu free la for assassin no.
Yele go hono.
Okay.
Enom de call
Osufu assassin
so independence.
Baby anwa.
Baby. You know, Koye. I think the way I now man for expect to say that Lumba ye no sa na ye. I will doubt or I'll be surprised if anybody at all will come out and say something different. They be Koye nini pane no so ana nini pana ye say or something bad really happen. No.
Okay.
What you get another the other aspect that you get because say bad side. I say you may some people may not like it. It seem like the brother Sammy scene. No, because na years na odi we be ba because I saw someone commenting say oba no crowd ni ba no one share year atade and you know
ba eno dey am
and obey another obey advertising of the
na girl no Oceano no fan and as no
any day
I mean a video now some time ago when he released the song Sani
promotional
videos, yes, on some
girl be onim that
sure.
So now Chemo's question becomes legit. It is obi a unim na ada na time a obey you know one prepare no because old brother Sammy what prepare say obey
say and
then you have to say brother Sammy.
No, the explanation can be simple. There are instances whereby Abia many obi akọ baby Abia nipa ne na adwen so obekọ at that time but itimi ko share wo kwan mu. I remember when Adom was having his wedding that same day we were having your friend say your mother's funeral that same morning na the wedding. It was that same in the evening and no more vigil. So I even saw some people wearing black at his wedding. And that same like they use the same attire to go for the vigil. A bit to me happens that maybe the girl has somewhere to go. A bit to
me happy no. By whole explanation now they in this case in Empha. because a year way a big thing I will be any. And you know, why doing so? Because you will make provision.
No, I'm talking about the lady. The inconvenience of baby Oshia brother Sammy. And
I will decide this or Beko.
In that instance, and the inconvenience is to go back to wherever she is to go and change.
And the own me and come back and yes. And you know quite so the report I'm picking and what some of the commentaries, you know, and I mean man say Bino say Obi also obey ya on share ya tadi the Abia obey advert and I say obey they don't know the answer, and you know we will leave that for the gods to answer. We are no free I think a Nema Kosi a legendary Adumakun Nana Miche.
Yes.
Or no so up and down after Rollins a Pamo no Jano Coco or say that the Lumba the Nabefi.
Oh, at the Rollins a Pamo.
Yeah, of course. He revolution, he was a soldier. And at the time he wasn't in agreement with Rollins into Ujani, not Rollins a Penekuno. And Ujano Koshabruchi, so he was in exile. Or when a proper or dear drone. Proper no. And then he went out for so long. At the time Rollins car said Wajam Naka or Mumrano, they were still afraid. Some of them couldn't come back.
I see.
But now they are able to come back. I don't know if because Rollins is no more, that's why they are confident to come back or whatever. Okay, so and he did well. When you watch his video,
performing.
Yes, he performed.
Dropping a man,
obviously, because
and in this legendary song.
And in this case, you know, I say that the Lumba area Akusha say wa catcher they say or person or bo ama Akusha say wa. Even in his performance, you know, said that call. Akusha say wa holding the side.
Akusha say the old one.
Okay. And you know, young one here Odobru. Yes. And you know, Admakun Nana Meche ye.
And Ponkoni Nano way.
Yes, they also did their display. And it was an interesting one.
Wow.
And so a lot of things happened. You into performing
Peace love, Christian love.
Oobak3. Oobak3 into performing, and I think she did well. Or try so or the nominal bay and Nema, who you said the originator, or now the person who holds the title, say could to say Bab, Rose Good, and then there's a cow to go Oobak3 so. And then the hit maker, and then this hit maker, no, and then Mammy would do
the commission.
The person now or more attribute to say could to say bam to. Yes, one the buy or your friend who Rose Good.
Oh, okay.
Or by ye, I said no, but 2 seconds go Oobak3 and some Ketwa. On the honor so bad, and you know, Echo ye, I think. Then they also did their announcement say so Bia Usika ana Ibia or baby on Fanko. My Fama Obi Titru Bia and almost yes announcement in the pa you the name here. And Kofobi. Ebet me Kofobi I yes announcement in the pa and we here no politicians so by.
Yes.
And a lot of them, like all the prominent ones, are now engaged in other things. They also came there. President Mahama and me uncle by the Crawford. Yes, obviously. Now, no, minority caucus no call. You need do minority leader a Fenomaki.
Okay.
Almost so apart from Omono. Former President Akufo-Addo was also there.
Okay.
And then Baumia went there.
Okay.
And Napo Matthew Pogu Prempe was also there. And they give huge amount of money, you know, a highlight on the day. People were talking about it. Akufo-Addo MRT was 1 billion.
Yeah, wow, 100,000. Like,
yes.
That was huge.
Baumia also born home or say the boss, the former boss, I'm 100,000 there. I also be my half a million, half a billion dollars, half a billion cedis,
half a billion Ghana cedis,
all cedis. Not my 500 million OCD. I just 50,000. And onto the my Canada, Japan, so I show Mudins is also in contention. To also say the obit he also give 10,000.
Ghana police.
Ghana police
30,000.
Yes, Ghana police also gave something.
And Roland has a problem with that.
Why?
Problem is
what's
Roland has a very big problem.
Moko boys are 30,000 because other book in Japan be check no. Alanchemati check your phone for 5,000.
Yeah, Alanchemati
for 5,000. About 5,000. Police for money at 30,000. Money is coming.
Oh, they are association. It's different. Omo association.
In what sense?
Police association. They came do that in the name of the police. They do all the police. Oh, say any almost Ghana police. Omo do all they just imagine. Obiatia one see the crowd.
Into your mutual use.
Yes.
Apart from snacks,
yes,
taxes, ne insurance,
yes,
ne one,
yeah, police association or mutual dues.
For what?
For all my welfare, ne the omoye.
They are buying to me more proper welfare.
Oh, was I bind there? No, yeah, I bind there. And apart from a bind there, or more of make say official one a year or more the control. They manage that one. In the abide and momus campaign quay. Omo was funeral welfare and all those things. Yeah, I think a sample. Ghana police. Now, omo do say in Ghana here. They are more than 30,000. If they be a chair once the crowd, they can do this. And we
my manager mo correction where we has no be mo ka muncho Lumba ni Lumba Arabian count we is
and oma omutie omobobo nsawana emodu no omo highlighting or Alancha Martin 5,000 or the movement for change for by and Machu Poku Prempe and so representing Napo. Also after about Myanmar 50,000, also so supported 5,000.
5,000.
On also there or the buy. Apart from that, there were donations and a lot of dignitaries are almost buy on big great occasion. Like all the people are almost matter in Ghana here. So not almost engaged in any other thing. They were there. And, you know, the expectations were met. I mean, at any point you can see, and then the musicians too represented. A lot of them went in. One interesting thing that I saw, and they said, "Time Admakunya Miche a performance, you know, in maybe a kiki for free or free the make up full stage, you know, a one I say or lying prostate. I saw Admakunya Miche 9. I said, well, when the mentor in Tineniaji or you know J Mike or supporting." And it was an interesting scene as well. And you know, for me, I think this was a good one for Daddy Lumba. For just 1 week there, this is what to expect, and I think it went well. That's what I would say about it.
Okay. Editors, moon church of Papa or a TV so yeah, Daddy Lumba some week celebration. What is some week celebration? T-boy, Moody good tea. Jamu, that do about some week celebration.
1 week.
Okay, now.
Yes, I there's at the church was out of. Well, that is just by the way. This is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. Just so you know. We are also streaming live on Oobak3 TV. I'll be reading some of your commentaries, so keep them coming on Facebook. I'll be reading your commentaries on YouTube. I'll be reading your commentaries, and remember, on Facebook, I still would want you to share the link with your friends. Tell others that they are all here. Everybody is here watching. And let's say once again, big ups to Oobak3 TV, who I want to believe they have given the content to other people who can also watch offline. So be part of it. WhatsApp 02089209996 02089209996. Mami caught Long Jones. Let me say, 0 in on Lumba. 1 week and just some week 1 week celebration. Mami nyam to review so far.
I think it is this is one of the indications oh yeah ejumapa if you should do something what emulating your end is something everyone would love to see. Because or the caliber of people that came to this kind of event I just say Lumba Bobra. Understand? And to be fair, Ghanaians have actually done well in coming together and doing something beautiful for him. Despite the excesses, of course, we are humans in TN and blah, blah. But what I saw on social media, I believe is something that you should learn from. You understand? Because for an icon or for someone to die and then bring all the different spheres of life together under one umbrella. He brought cultural people together, brought leaders, political leaders together, brought creatives together. It should tell you, sir, that Lumba's influence as an artist cuts across. And just like people have been comparing him to Shatta Wale, it's only right for you to like say he has one of the biggest fan base, because it is in times like this we can tell if he really carries weight. And if you look at Nyama within Saturday cry and paying for cry time, and then the Nyama show schedules will say bano. It should tell you that yes, of course, Abobra and so far so good. Bloggers were always bloggers. Me in common way about what's the name? Brother Samino. Me at the shock. Sammy the onyeshi. Wako event. And your bloggers they decided to take unnecessary stuff.
Yeah, which one is unnecessary?
Patrol.
Brother Sammy, you're unnecessary.
No.
Oba can ask. Oh yeah, my brother.
No. My short. Mami have been if you are short. Brother Sammy event. You know, bloggers want clickbait. It's definitely. And we have a lot of independent bloggers in the system than how do you call it? Proper how do you call it? Your friend is saying platform. So for instance, all small collage on corner. I bet they say A B I'll be taking shots and then post on some Flex TV. A B I'll be to make post one on the page. That kind of shot. A B I'll be do about it, you know, we try to move. You understand? The kind of video I saw online wasn't on any radio or TV station's platform. It wasn't on any ethical media house platform. Let me use the right words. But independent bloggers are almost pay the clickbait, almost pay numbers, no. What I say, and I don't see why that should overshadow a wealthy man I hear celebrating. No. It shows the mindset of young Ghana Fangasa, because at the papa course I also about to. Whether I like it or not, it really decrease. It can decrease the size of the woman's this thing. I done so. Buy whatever clothes colors cry. Baby, I could be added done so. So it is up to us to, you see, it shows senior young Ghana Fangasa dream. Important things are going on. Camera about to be too swan. I was say India or bow for attention. In the Ginatis, I want attention, Ginatis. You don't understand why? How again? Even if she wears black, she will still look the same. Colors of the outfit doesn't change anything. And the most important thing is we are there to celebrate a man. Bloggers are here on my dear. Why don't we move past this conversation?
Say when him say, yeah, the atare bi ne kwayi. Setting. In fact, me sure say omukro mo ye and they prescribed it. Say a black and red.
Wasn't waiting. Me we are my friend brother Sammy na me need the unkomo. Say last time if I knew we would have discussed that, would have made the call before. But the truth of the matter is, I believe, sir, just like Roland rightly said, it could be a coincidence. What I say? They now, me man on it, we kasa no. It was a coincidence. Not me confirm me kana ohume. Not so trim long John enko. So you see, when I sat him, imagine say be all year o program be friend na kasa also year program it can around. Atari aye she na na de be ba.
Okay.
What's it that me can say? Enti ABI could be say the same situation. Aside that, mama na for baby I can say ABI asimesi for emfa. She didn't break any laws, only rules on the grounds. I don't know if you're getting me. Okoye bibi sa anka you can say the attention and now pay. Baby of our home man and normal people fa. A home man na say obi amfa. Enti wo fa na camera afa true. It's not her fault she has to. It only shows the taste of the people watching. What be true?
Yes, I can. True is
the sound
some way. It is not her fault to say what to. My okay, oh, true. What can you do? As the one almost
Nana Tromo the first.
So the truth of the matter is, I think something normal we should not expect. Say.
Okay.
But me, the MFN say we actually honored the man in the best way. Looking at the controversy say back from the Busia side, yes, Ghana Fankasa, we like fight too. Even when his wife came there, people were trying to show the body posture. When she said, I didn't the picture is trending. They are adding captions, adding. You see, since nobody else.
The picture was trending on 2 accounts, and I know they are normal cyber trendy. One, lady no Eswati. She has grown lean just within the past weeks. Yes, that's why it was trend because now people are talking about it because so it is fair for them to talk about it. And again, the posture now. No, or they will photo him. It also meant some communication, which I know there people will use their own minds to create what they want to assume was happening or was going through her mind. It's normal for that photo to trend. It's normal.
And I make sure say, you see, some of these things, Ghana for you, we should be open-minded. You see, and I start to know right now in the comfort of YouTube channel.
It's no brother Sammy, I'm out for a tono.
You see how I caught attention?
Yeah.
It's my main fault. Off real.
Brother Sammy etono ena yegusu kapon asemi TV listen.
You understand? So you see the most important thing is we should focus on me and I'm person viewers should sometimes focus on the most important things. In times like this we can be intentional. We can be intentional because it means say you think what you say a program where issues didn't happen.
There were so many issues.
But some bloggers share that you when you say I do where you try. I bet say I don't need to.
Oh, okay. So almost saying. Is that how you are thinking?
Yeah, I'm believing. Say,
no.
Oh, you can't conclude like this.
No. But how can you conclude like that?
Oh, Sammy, keke fusu. Eko hu ni role model. Akoko to you. Obi so share obi na oni ni sa aka
but say onim say.
You understand?
So long even a twasem cry if you are talking about the twasem now. And then get one trendy.
There was another one on social jeans.
All black.
Another one social jeans.
Okay,
it's no. Pay attention.
Oh no! It was the report about
Proceedings.
There was some lady don't say all black straight dress. Almost not the two.
And there was one that was also wearing jeans.
Okay. So you see, so in a nutshell, all I'm trying to say is viewers sometimes should be intentional. When we want to honor people,
so you
some of this, no, make us say but say they're making a topic of discussion. What does it? Don't blame media. Blame yourself. Well, what thing can I do? What I said. So what I want to say is this was one beautiful event.
But when he said sorry, send me trust. When he said at the end of the 1 week funeral, mentis will be when we are doing the proper funeral. And how much and this is where Long John will win.
Oh, when they later be
no, but Chemo, this is why Long John win because you call 1 week one of the prime aims. They call 1 week here say you bury you know now you name that yeah the main funeral. But Chemo, the minute you discussing your money. We don't have details of that to discuss.
Yes.
Say a year no you bear no September mu. You bear no October mu, you bear November mu, you ni. Say bear no Kumasi, you bear no Accra, you ni. But you will talk I can say about. And the Honda because you just happy. I'm a Long John. I really said, okay, the people went there and focused on the wrong reasons. Because unless if someone is watching, Pacho, what I'll call Lumba 1 week, Nibino. But Pacho, what they say, yeah, my data on the bay, you know. Wow, tear the supply information in my wife. My data by you know, anyway. And now say, yeah, can't shake cramp. Pacho be my assumption because
I'm not sure because if they did
stories at one point team bloggers sign information. Yeah, they are coming we don't want to argue. But Obia was information Pacho share.
But me who say we any ordinary 1 week, any normal 1 week, any regular. And this say anka that the be year and session.
No, but
what say later.
Conference. No. People will even put out the press statement that they don't. And they need to say, but Basa
that Lumba na account to cry to.
Basa and Jessica said, Basa, it means that the idea now and I dream of the year 1 week, you know. It's away from the ordinary.
Who can one come?
That's true. I think it's more a national honorarium. No, but some people know.
National honorarium here a year na kasa.
No, me tell no. 1 week some people know.
Brother Sammy,
no, backing vocalist.
Okay.
Backing vocalist say no Jumana no be.
Oh, they call wrap up na Roland. Wrap up.
In a nutshell, medium person me can say Ghanaians were intentional about this event. I mean, they made it so beautiful. Obi or call here and shut down call. Hard drain say or say any kind of with your mama be honor the man. And one thing I want to keep saying is we should be intentional when it comes to events like this. When saying that 8 euros not send the buy, you know. Ghanaians were everybody was in a morning state. Obi and trigger Bibiama, like you understand. It was within the compass of honor way. And so be on Obi issue show or cry. Cool. And the same thing, that's what I believe said. Yeah, I consume, you know. This is how we can also honor them.
Okay.
Like I said. And
it's a beautiful thing. Alright, well, this is still Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. And just as you know how we do it, we are doing with you guys. We are also streaming live on Oobak3 TV. And after Roland Amate, I'll be reading some of your commentaries on Facebook, on YouTube, as well as on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 0208920 if you are watching on either Oobak3 TV, Facebook, or YouTube. Remember, I want to read from you, so share with us. But I want one critical information. Wow, quite yeni be wow now wakra wow me follow reports now. Lumba after the 1 week now that the Lumba, the late legendary dead Lumba, after the 1 week date Benny a chef for na wow nim pacho catch and now say I'm kind of saying 100 year. Because what be called beer 1 week beer, but be free or now him say, oh, they win near the year. Was there something like that for Lumbas? Bro, now maybe the comments kakra.
Unless we don't want to be truthful to ourselves, that is when we are going to lie to ourselves that this particular funeral is an ordinary one, or an ordinary like how we've been experiencing in our local communities or in our culture. This is definitely out of the ordinary. From its inception, that was when we knew that this particular funeral was out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Yes, now treat that, you did now treat that, which is about 1 week observation and all of that. Some people are very strict. 1 week, yeah. But there are exceptions.
We already 1 month.
Exactly. Any year 1 week. In fear premier in Sudako. You understand? So definitely, even these ones self speak volumes of the fact that this particular funeral is out of the ordinary. Therefore, there will be instances where some things maybe will be modified.
Okay.
So, Ube company ebia they gave an announcement of when or even where the funeral will be held at, but ebia it wasn't that prime or paramount in terms of that. Someone yen so one. And it is also because if you are looking for information, especially about Daddy Lumba's funeral, they've made it very easy and accessible. Unless you don't want to find, or unless you don't want to go and dig, or if that information has not been given. That is the only way out. Because every information about Daddy Lumba's funeral, from the day or two from BIM, has been there. Unless maybe you want to assume something. That is why even when they sense a misconception in the space, they even issue a statement.
Okay.
So far in Ghana, Daddy Lumba has been the only person that has been giving update about his funeral. On
his own page.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, I don't think it is too much of a big deal. Say Omo announce here. Besides, we have come to terms with the fact that okay, this is out of the ordinary. So that is why there's even some little tension of the family or culture want to take, like culture taking its center position as far as this funeral is concerned. But then because he is more or less like maybe a shadow statesman, that there has been modification and certain form of influence, of which there are certain things that okay, now can say a ordinary person here your friend say 1 week or Lagos Sports Stadium Independence Square. But I tell you, say it was just a single phone call. Monko, and you will go. Obi here there were 2 go to Independence or Krobejai. You understand? It will be just a single phone call, which should tell you say this particular funeral is simply out of the ordinary. So if we want things to be followed systematically like we know in our culture, please let's brace ourselves because a lot of things are going to change as far as this funeral is concerned. Plenty things are going to change, which is why even what happened at the 1 week is clear, or it's a clear indication that things are going to change. Now, to the aesthetics, and the side attraction. Look, let's come back into our local communities. Let's not kid ourselves again and think, okay, when it is funeral, it is everybody that comes there comes because of the funeral. It is not true. You will be or no will be that from now years no be there are people like that. Oh, of course. There, you see, any obia ne ba because of you and obira wo. No, some people see it as a normal event or by okay, they are coming to show you support.
Social connection.
Of course, so me my I'm out for to share Musumi Kobe to go and build that connection. And funeral tourism creates avenue for that. It is also part of the importance of holding a funeral ceremony. Say, okay, at that point where somebody falls, we will have people, sometimes even families, say, a year, even after meeting, they make sure they settle all those little disputes in the family before even a year. So, and yet, be out of the ordinary because and brother Sammy the obi or what to abad ye who be that say.
No, send back in.
Of course, now go buy on that's all about. But me, my what big deal of even Atari or say, you know. My own is that do you want the person's presence or Nipa Natari? No problem. But to some of us, the person in flesh is more important than Natari. You should the criminal constitution. The person is more important because I see if it were to be another person, maybe a different person, like let's say a state person, I be also free different function. She okay, let me pass through, just grace the occasion and leave. And not share different and can be news. MBA news. So there is no need for you to go hard at brother Sammy simply because of what? Because on your back, oh Charlie, They should bring more. They should bring like
more
of such
what?
people. Side attraction.
Oh, please.
It is part of food tourism. Yes. Yes. No, you see, this is a function. This is an event that we need attraction.
Okay.
And anyhow, see, because of attraction, yeah, even in our local communities, they pay people to come and cry at people's funerals. It is part of the attraction. So anyhow that we will go, any length that we will go to get attraction, why not? What is the crime in it?
And so you are proposing, sir, to say be attraction for the future.
And see, with this kind of president, I can promise you, prophesy to you for free. Say on the day of the funeral. This is just the beginning. We are just here. They are coming to package it. Bang. And it will come. In the same way as Antia can hear. But so far, let me wrap up. My fellow bloggers.
Roland, talk to them.
Me.
They need to be spoken to.
I wish, see, we are all in the media space. And it is not only in Ghana. We know how clumsy the media can be. How wild and attacking, especially when we are looking for content and all of that. But Charlie, sometimes let's also be measured in how we approach certain things. Charlie, I was looking at a video where some cars we had come to park, and without knowing whoever was in the car, Charlie, they were not giving anybody briefing space. And me, my own is not about you finding ways to capture news. No, we were monitoring. That is what we were even feeding on whilst we were away. So my point is not to catch you from doing your job, but breaking boundaries and protocols, all in the name of I want content. Bro, it will not help anybody.
Yes, I agree with you.
It will not help anybody. Breaking boundaries and protocols. See, I was monitoring some of the videos, and when you look at some of the places that some of my colleague bloggers were, I mean, say me, you sure say you're not organizing our function. He or she will not allow that. Which is why Stand Up with today is in the bad books of many bloggers.
Bloggers in camp.
Meanwhile, event or mom designated area where the media can
function.
Charlie, but then
before
you realize now a ceremony and was taking shape fair no. Now I said, look, let's compare. See, big shout outs to Nabila Hassan and Event Factory. I think they organized this one. But let's compare between the people that died in the helicopter crash and this one. The two organizations. Nini not happen at like in a very open space. But let's look at the organization. Like let's look. Okay, maybe we were more. Your friend is saying apparatus or staff to do his things than the other. But my point is the organization. Check it, and it's not as if the Event Factory cannot do that. They can, but sometimes the relationship and the leniency when it comes to executing some of these things, and they are taking the beauty out of it. This is funeral tourism, and we are selling tourism out of that Lumba's funeral.
This is Showbiz Daily, and Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV with my guys, Roland Amate, who is seated right before me, by my side, as well as man like Long John the blogger. Long John, someone dashed you a perfume. It's still in my car. You've not come for it. Oh, when I went to my studio, someone said I should send some message to you. Yeah, I met someone.
Perfume not for my
perfume there. The person has just said they feel you. As you see, you know, oh, that's me. JJ, I didn't come out Long John. Say, hey, Long John concentrating on my friend.
Banana tree playing in talk.
Well, Intimdo the Solomon is also here. Now, let me read some of your messages before we move on to other businesses. And a good number of people watching online. I want to believe a good number also watching on Agbeve TV same way. Debenyo King, big shouts to you. Dibo Clement says God is here. Kobe Asari says good evening. How are you all doing? Now, Great Nobel says, manager, you are so amazing with your good works. God continue to empower you. And Ghana Politics TV is laughing. Kojo Alu says God is here. Now, Esther Hyde says good evening, gentlemen. Please, what do you mean Ghana Police can't? What do you mean Ghana Police can't they donate 30,000? This is an insult. I want to believe Esther Hyde is related to the police.
Yeah, I can't know.
That
be that. Not 30,000. Charlie,
I say, why don't you believe they can?
No, it is not. It is not about whether they can or can't. My point is, it doesn't make me feel good. I don't feel good because this is a state institution that is already tagged with this corruption and stuff. Not now, and then
state institution is tagged.
But there's some of these moves sometimes breed some of these perceptions.
Police association, 1 CD each.
Yo, Mate.
Esther Hyde, don't mind this man. He's just envious of your 30,000. The fact that Alan Cash and Co could not even donate 30,000. He's envious of it. Now, West Hope says, Mafia manager, good work for the SM Empire. God bless the team forever. Loti Kokunte says, for life is our life. Kobe Asai says, God bless you, boss. Daud Abdul Hafiz says, good work. And Godwin Kwei says, God bless brother Sammy. Celebrity pastor says 1 minute to be another brother Sammy to Michael Okuti says good work. Kweku Feed says good luck on your job. Godwin Kwei says it's only the Nyasho but we love it. Kweku Feed says God bless you. Now celebrity pastor comes and he says I learned they have to inform Otunfo before they decide on a date for the funeral and it's going to happen in Kumasi.
Yeah, well, and also come.
So why didn't they get a date before
I learned.
1 week?
No, the person is learning, not confirmed.
Oh no, but they can still
the
do the 1 week. You know the 1 week.
The person is learning.
No, but you know the 1 week there. It is also out of some of the pressure from the creative arts agency or.
No, but you know the funeral we held in Accra.
No.
Okay.
That one there. That won't happen. A long job.
Okay, let me go on to YouTube to read some messages. Then move on to the next one. Samuel Jamesi says God is here and we are here. Adam Abdul Mumun says God is here, and Frederick Apia says good evening everyone. Random Universal says Oobak3 people. Oobak3 people. George Kluge says Sammy, greetings from Tishi and thanks for the works you are doing for the movement. God bless you. Now, Lev Livingston, hey, I see you, Livy. It says, good evening, Flex Entertainment Gurus. Today I'm here watching you from my abode, straight from London. Keep the fire burning, Shatta movement to the world. I see you, Levington. Celebrity pastor says, hey, Ronald can sing a tune, Papa. Kwame Knight says, Roland likes that attraction.
Of course.
Rashid Seidu also says, bless up. All right, bless up Rashid as well. Now, let me see what is happening on WhatsApp. If there is something to share here as well, let me do that ASAP. Then we can move on to the other businesses. Hey, want WhatsApp? Identify my face to open the app for me.
The real owner.
Oh, but I'll be wearing glasses every day. What is happening? Oh my goodness, it's all good, man. It's all good. Okay, let's move on to the other businesses because WhatsApp says they still want to see more of my details before they admit me. This is Showbiz Daily, and Showbiz Daily is live here on Sammy Flex TV, where we are streaming live on Facebook as well as streaming on YouTube as well. Just so you know, we are also streaming on Agbeve TV. So to our wonderful viewers on Agbeve TV, big shout out to you. And we want you to know that we are with you every weekday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We want to give you a reason to put on your TV on Agbeve TV every evening. So remember to lock on with us every day. And let's do it like we have always been doing it. You can also be a part of the show. When we have some few minutes to close, I'll activate the phone lines. They'll put their phone number on the screen so you can call and to be part of the conversation. But let's go to Denkyira Brofidru. there is an argument of honey kun major Mahamano. Say yeah, so many people are missing it. So many people are missing it. So many people are missing it because when you mention Denchano, then they'll come like, hey, Moha Muyo and honey kun Captain Mahama. So there is a Dencha Brofidru and Dencha Boasi. I want to believe there are even other dentures.
Yes.
There are other dentures. So make no mistake. Don't confuse it. The dentures, they come in different formats. Now, one thing is for real. We advertise that Shatta Wale will be performing in Denkyira Brofidru at the 1 year anniversary of Nana Brenya Royal Hotel. That is 1 week anniversary of Nana Brenya Royal Hotel. And I want to believe those who are online active, they might have seen some videos already. They might have seen some of the actions from our departure from Accra, arrival at Kumasi airport, on our way to Denkyira, the performances and more. And now that safely, God has been good to us. We are back here in Accra. I want to believe many people have seen it. Now, because Roland was there, I'll start this with him. He'll give us some reports. I know we've been going here and there, but let's talk about what you can tell the people, those who missed the action from everything. Then, if maybe Chemo and Long John, if they also have some things they've seen online, or if they have some questions, they can ask about it. Yeah.
Well, it was a beautiful experience as usual.
Well, so whilst we are talking, Director, you can also be showing some excerpts from our trip to the people. Yeah.
Well, it was a beautiful experience as usual, and even from Accra when the team departed, one thing that was very topical was the purple outfit, purple display by Shatta Wale, of which people didn't understand why he was dressed in purple, and the fact that
I saw someone ask, hey, won't Shatta change the purple?
You're two different color, and that was it, even through to Kumasi Airport. Then the team went to Denkyira just to execute. On the way, just like any other time or on so many occasions, it has always been mammoth of crowd meeting him at the airport or wherever his destination would be, of which they will follow him from that. We were driving over an hour, and some of the dust, because you know the place is a heavy mining area, you know that the road is very dusty and all of that, and you see people out of the love that they have for Shatta Wale, like coming out on the street. Sometimes you go out, or sometimes when you are going and you hear of such places, especially if you've not been there before, you tend to have a certain imagination of maybe this time there probably is going to be calm or it's going to be different. But it looks like you go and your expectation is blown away. I say, I had a dream say forget, and people meet you on the way and it is on a different level. Now, even when we got to the hotel that particular evening, we got there late afternoon into the evenings, and the crowd was still there. Preparations even before that particular performance was also good. The organizers treated the team very well, and Shatta, of course, hitting the stage. The number of people inside, any of them go abonte. I tell you, as a show, no, you go inside. So,
Charlie. It's serious,
and it was crazy like that. Some people could not even get the chance to enter.
Wow!
Even from that point, and it was one beautiful experience. So to us there, it was. I don't know what you guys saw online though, but it was that massive as we anticipated, and for that side. We see killers. Big shout outs to the killers as well. Junior May and all his guys for also coming around. Okay. I mean, they also did very well, and of course Shatta on stage there. Yeah. You know the energy and all. When he came out of the room, he was down dynamic energy and very lovey-dovey, but when he did Pagagagodi go to JCM and said, no, I'm not teaching. And that is Shatta Wale for you. Big ups to the people of the people
Yeah.
and the organizers, Brofuedu, and the organizers for hosting us, and also the people for coming out. We really appreciate the love and the energy they show the team, and we are most grateful.
Well, Chemo, when we got to Kumasi Airport, no, your uncle,
yes.
your uncle Apia Stadium,
Yeah.
came singing appellations, including kissing Shatta Wale's foot and all.
Yeah.
And the moment I saw it, Chemo, I don't know, what Bedru, or yes, and
Airport roundabout, the Kanosako Chapke, Honum say, and the next scene for me.
Yeah, Stadium you had. Well, Chemo, what have you also seen? I'm sure I also asked one or two.
Yeah, very, very interesting scenes. And one of them, what was on the airport highlights at Pier Stadium. The greetings and the Muslim and the appellations or the what means they appear in a Juma or a Juma. And interestingly, even on the platform, someone was saying that this guy, the baby, now
how he gets to know the important people are coming and it's another case study that personally I want to understand.
Yeah. I think
as to how he gets to know that, oh, and then as soon as he basis doesn't work at the airport. No.
And in between Accra and Kumasi.
Oyeri has no cool. Like him. Yes, Oyeri has no.
The next moment, no Accra.
Because Accra no now. And so it was an interesting scene.
Okay.
And at the and also as natural the kind of influence that Shatta Wale it do be no come and yes only the people on the street and I say in the street appear stadium you can say whatever you want to say but prominent figure in our society now.
Yeah.
Baby appear stadium be run. Wow, was on a wire then the crowd about and son around
the president.
And so appear stadium be called president at na appear stadium wa kotan in turning evening come. You will not be allowed to
state function.
In fact, let me even add that it is not easy for Shatta to be out for someone to come to him
and even penetrate.
Yeah. But appear stadium bad.
Just like that, and you know, it should tell you the influence that Shatta has in our country here, whether you like it or not. That is it. And the way our interacting, so it was an interesting thing to me.
Okay.
And then when you were going, meaning, say Muko drew her and son all flipping money now, and I said on your way of flipping money. It was also an interesting scene.
I started flipping from Dunkwa.
On
a thing.
It was also an interesting scene for me because it was a Sunday.
Yes.
And a Sundays, na month for few pizza by Shatta back. Na enipa be gu kwan ho a omo so pan na that day bike for them nim say Accra kwan no more say omo ba bia bike a edi nanim ni hu ba bi omo free ba na wo flipping money na man for say edu ba bi kra incident kakra bi si ya na some way but overall no, it went well. I think it was an interesting scene getting to the place and again few videos are much about the time that he was on stage, the fire, the energy that he has at the time, and then the response coming. Even some of the songs now, a song I mean, the way I almost responded to it, I was like, and the most of my thing can be it was really Oobak3, and you know. For me, overall, I think it was good. The event went well. Even staying far from the place and watching from watching it online, what is happening and everything, I think it went well. Yeah.
Well, I'll go to Long John first, and when I'm done, I have some one or two angles that I would want to put in when it comes to going to some of these places to play shows. I want us to really pay attention to this on several accounts because well, the mama call Long John so me free Long John hoba maybe say then and maybe you say pay attention to when it comes to going to these areas for shows. Long John, what have you seen? What have you heard so far from our reviews from Denkyira?
First of all, it is undoubtedly something now people can see for themselves. Shatta Wale is loved not only in Accra, he's loved everywhere in the four corners of Ghana.
Okay.
Map na anyem no. He's loved there.
Map na
and yes, anyem. And you can't doubt it with this video. Because looking at where you are speaking from, this is outside Accra.
Oh, very, very outside.
Even outside.
And they don't even speak the native language of most of his songs.
Yeah.
So for people of that existence to shout verbatim your lyrics, it should tell you your impact is beyond just music. But they love your entirety, everything about you. One thing I want to state emphatically by the gesture of the current PA to the president, which is Apia Stadium. I want to emphatically state. Unofficial PA. Unofficial PA to the president. Yes. They say he has proven that currently the current president of Ghana music is Shatta Wale.
Okay.
One thing people should understand is Apia Stadium will never waste fuel on any other person. So we're trying to get. Look at the personalities. He leaves everything behind to go and follow. So if someone who chases the president is chasing Charles Nyama, who is he in the entertainment industry? Forget musical president. This is the people's president. Yes. Whether I like it or not, he has shown it evidently because for him to be there, order for more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Tamo Kisi.
Or the kind that form
As I can say fourth.
Or the kind that form no share before he went down to
You see, and Shatta Wale has always said this. He said if you're an artist, don't stay in Accra. If you want to believe in the hood, enter Kumasi. If you want to believe your stardom, enter Kumasi.
Yeah.
If you look at the way they treated him,
okay.
As a Asantinia, you want to Asantifi. That's why people don't understand his life. Or come fast and they were saying he's trying to insult the guns. It's never like that.
But no, for Shatta, I think apart from Accra, his second.
That's what I was about to say.
Yes,
what people don't get is he was trying to say in that live video is his second home is the Ashanti region.
When he gets to Kumasi,
because they know how to be very hospitable.
The laugh has always been mad.
Yes, and you don't expect him to say otherwise. Now what should the Omoyana? What's your crack? Voltage palace na call. Yeah. Because every day he wants to see those treatments. Look at the way sometimes they worry him Accra. What does here? All more call look at a whole order former president. That former mouth. What again do you want as an artist? And I believe it's something well resounding that talks about the branch Shatta Wale.
Okay.
It speaks about how well his music has gone and how discerning it has entered into our various constituencies. That where you might think there are no people or you don't know anyone there, people are actually there consuming Shatta Wale.
Yeah, of course.
So if you think you are disturbing Shatta Wale and only people in Accra that are worried, people are somewhere that are ready to mount.
Yeah.
Understand? Let's also move to during his performance. One thing you can't take away from Shatta Wale is his performance.
Fact.
First of all, the performance. Secondly, the conversation during the performance. That is one reason why Shatta Wale has always been Shatta Wale. Because he will not just perform, but he will break a lot of news on the stage. He stated clearly on the stage that he dropped an EP and said this EP is targeted to the foreign world. He wants them to know Ghana has got a good musical talent that is capable of breaking boundaries.
Yeah.
And please, we are not doing awards in Yama. Please spare the chat. Is he right or wrong?
Right.
Where his music is entering in world charts. Is he ordinary? For an independent artist? Thank you very much. So if he has been able to prove that point, then he went ahead to clear the air that he has another album coming out, which is the dancehall king album.
African
dancehall king. Sorry.
African King.
African King.
African King album.
African King album. With that album coming out, he even gave a date, which will be coming out. He said between September and October. He's looking at one of those months to drop it. And if you look at someone like Shatta Wale, when you see him on the stage, it is not just about performance, but if you are really a media person, you know there's a full content around it. He had conversations with the fans, educating them, advising them. You know, at a point he was talking about those who were those who were smoking incense. Yeah, you know, and that is who Shatta Wale is. He tries to communicate in the basic language of the ordinary Ghanaian. So if he has all these traits as a leader, what shows he can't be a president? So all I can say is Shatta's performance is 1 in a million.
Okay.
He did an excellent job, and the people of Denkyira came out to show love.
Yeah.
You understand? And since I wasn't there, what we saw on social media, this is what I can say about it so far.
Okay, so I said I would bring in some portions or some angles for us to discuss. And let me hit it straight. This is not about the shows. This is not about the performances. It is about transportation from Kumasi to Denkyira. As a matter of fact, from Kumasi to a certain portion of the road. In fact, we even passed through Chiapiasi. All this one, I never knew that Chiapiasi was a town. But we passed there. We passed through Obuasi. In fact, we passed through many towns doing Kornofin before we got to Denkyira, Brofiedu. Ladies and gentlemen, I think some of these things, if you don't travel, you will not even feel them. You will not see them. That's why we say travel and see. I think Ghana, developed here through a level here. And say ma maybe. Yes, ye fully developed. Baba bia ye drew no. And say ma maybe. Chemo. It me drew kwano baby. Na car di wanim no. So o movie a untimi hu wanim kobi. Because in foot through,
no.
I say babia
Buckets,
and yes, I some 2 minutes. Be nothing like a stretch.
Yeah.
And you know we were moving a convoy. Oma no mote Roland mo. In fact, me and come the video be send them. Oma ya maso ya do baby omo pie atwenti Africa mu. I record the video kakra. You any money my.
Yeah, you free jet.
Oh man, than albinos.
Yeah, you free jet too.
And this one was less than 10 minutes. Oh.
Yeah.
Under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And a quickie.
No man than free. In fact, one of our guys, more money, even lost his spectacles, lens out of that. Because I near born for. And you're at time who trucks are A2 mining. It way and yet illegal. Because they're illegal and carry me fast tracks tracks need be tied make my see studio. Almost never come in and out. So if we have such a business going on here, why do we have this kind of access route to the place?
Yeah. Sad.
And Yakov places be for shows. Thanks to Shatta Wale, there's a place in Bianca, but thanks to Shatta Wale, because of him, I have been able to go to such places. And one I can mention Wasa Benso.
And Wasa
Straha.
Yeah.
Chebo. Ayana Ayara who drew us.
So do you
know what when we were coming, somebody asked, if they do election politicians never have a campaign, I'm saying. And I'm asking, can't we talk about some of these things? And we men come because of Oobak3 and the showbiz. No, but you see, Bibia and your Iceland that shows, but has affected us.
Yeah.
Imagine say Shatta, imagine say Shatta or allergies of dust. Nothing can allergies not abba because dust are running more. How would he perform?
Yeah. And I say if o decide say a kwan in your current men kwa.
Like Chemu.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh, me the who be a kwan so no crown. Ma comment kakra mean trial boise there, but Oko Jakubua from Munya Santase runabout. A call with nim kakra. Every Santase from Kokobin to Anyan Quanta, the same quan yet. And Zana Mudu Anyan Quanta mucho mako boise. And then to say another wahala. And now Udi Baby Ramako Denkyira baby amoko and you know. Men ko actually news abaka kra me hu se enko yi kra time a kwan no omo ye kakra me hu ya me nyini eba no na 2000 Rollins na before say ono be kwa ma president go for ba engineer 1999 2000 no na Jerry John Rollins yes our boss kwan there or tries to be draw boss you know imagine 25 years down the lane omo ye ho hwe biem enti enkoyi baby kra na ojiri te bia ya taros no tutu ne adade enkoyi ansa na akwa sim futuro nu ere de eye crazy because of sa ayi no mutu ho no gold ne adade na omo ye ninji no omo do no red pan omo futuro no red that's the near red enti so we see so na okwa enye enkoyi enti me no be ya adwene say for the sake of entertainment, no, you to bet me a can be. Yes. The reason is, say, young fellas say, Shatta can say, okay, because of a kind of credit, mean qua business near lose or
yes,
because Shatta or call with businesses.
Yes,
and there are people who get some form of business to do at the time Shatta is around. I don't know a man for Belusi business. I think it is within our right to talk about it, and sometimes it's sad. So we will be our oko a tree baby sana the course now. Ube a Charlie as a kruma and quani a crown quani Ghana. Yeah, or baby, I never been queer. And I say you want to make a so it's good that you are also sharing the experience. Now people would know say no and queer is Andy. Young can once maybe a baby papa be from number.
Guys, I think Adewe Edika Pan. Already we are battling with and someone to we are battling with it. Yeah. And he say ube pie albe fin say we ukwa so o ho assorti ho 1212 be kona etaisi say ya e mane areho and say omamwo dunkwa onofin omamwo sa areas no epachew mo hwe ni nyina no. This is the time I'm need the authorities in the area mo bekasa. And yes some privileged people say mo enjoy as citizens munyan because me sure say artists need be o
so many of them.
Me catch and say na road ni tia uncle.
There are so many of them who do.
I don't go come back no kun say hey say na tia uncle be because me kai chemo wasasa ha de no. Unfortunately for us, you do and so na esumaba. If you check on the screens right now, you can see. Yes, we're quite clear.
We're a clear one.
We're clear and new. Wasasa ha de no you do me. Then quite name. We quite say you know, yes, this is disturbing. I know this may not be directly under show business, but as much as show business people, we also use these routes to go and perform.
It affects us.
We use these routes to go and perform at these areas. No, and then penny for Moshamai. Long John, I don't know what you have to say about this.
I'm saying the Soto Kanye.
Sotum Kanye Derry.
Samu Junction, but this is serious, but no. Hey, I say Hamatan.
No, this is more than Hamatan.
You see, I think this one education should go to the citizens there. I was saying more say, Masa, omo ba no mo de mo na ngwa ba. I was saying we need that whole. Because having somebody like Shatta Wale in this place, opportunity be creating. So I'm going to me.
Oh yes, and there was business. There was business. Like the people came out.
Yeah.
I can tell the people who were outside of the auditorium. There were about 3 times more than those who were inside. So if you think you have seen people in there, I can hit my chest and tell you for free that there were more than necessary people outside.
Quite many. No national health. It's a health facility by Hano.
They have some.
Yeah, of course. Community
health centers.
No, it's terrible. Like it is terrible.
But when you guys went, did you go with an ambulance or something?
For the organizers, they will do that.
Fire service, ambulance, and everything. Yeah.
Because I do it. Quite was said. First they be down, come. Oh yeah, people have to because in this dust is serious.
No,
so but me, if this is how the situation is, and Shatta was able to give this energy, that's why we will tell you he is not human. After Namati Center, I will introduce you with that statement. Say Shatta was down, and then when you went on stage, after Namati I say,
oh, he
one of him.
Like and let me also supply this that like he said, Wasa Sraha, Wasa Ben. So like the team has been through to us, it is not like an adventure. I said the Awoko Evil Forest, the Biako to Jata Kuma Bidiabe. That's how it looks like or it feels like. And I see. We, as much as we work with Shatta, we have interactions with other artists. They will tell you, Charlie, and some of them are losing good business.
Yeah, because
they wouldn't want to go because the kind of hassle you would have to go through. Imagine driving on an untarred road for over 2 hours, non-stop, and it is serious and crazy. Very, very heavy dust. One is Wasa Ben so na yeba na cars right.
Yes.
Wasa Ben so when we were returning, leaving the Wasa Ben so even into the Kumasi township, 3 cars that we went with, everybody got lost in the bush. Without network, without GPS, you have to find your way out by force.
Hey! Oh,
all the 3 cars use different routes to get to the airport.
Yes.
And that was the experience the team went through with some of these bad conditions.
Hey, no. Then this is more serious than this is national security issue then.
Yes.
So you can imagine the kind of risk risk these people put themselves through.
I don't think the president has ever gone to this
before.
You don't think. Then start thinking.
Think fast.
Well, big shouts to what's the name of the hotel again?
Nana. Oh, Nana Brenya.
Nana Brenya
Royal Hotel. Yes, big shouts to Nana Brenya Royal Hotel in the
Denkyira Brofredo.
Anytime you are in Denkyira Brofredo and you want a place to relax, make sure you go to Nana Brenya Royal Hotel. At least I've been there, so I can talk about them. So try it and thank me later. Now, some of your messages, then we move on to the very last story before I'll activate the phone lines. Skylord says, I'm watching live from Agunas Radio. Big ups to you. Allah Boise Jay says, we can't wait to see Vice Cartel in Ghana come December. Now, Cleopatra Budu says, great job done. Hey, Cleo, I see you. Jeffrey Nelson says, good evening. Cleopatra comes again and says, God is the greatest. Indeed, God is the greatest. Now, let me go on to YouTube to see what is new there as well. Then after, Chemo, what's it? Adom Chedi, I don't know.
ECG for
Rita Pate says, God is here. I feel happy whenever Long John is in the studio. Now, Gideon Body says, what's up, guys? Have we submitted the EP and the Street Crown, the Grammys yet? I have a great feeling about this song. Gideon Body says, Long John, my guy, what's up, baby? Keep the fire burning. Now, Ramsey Cosmos says, Shatta needs to talk to the drivers when sharing money. Gideon Body says, Brasa, may you all move like the country be owned, the second president of Ghana. What? And Kusidia says, I was scared of Shatta Wale's knee when he hit the stage.
I felt it.
And Kwesi IFS says, Well, so let's move on to There are two stories I want us to look at, but my wife said, "Chemo, now no more." What's a cultural activist? I say, Oobak3 no. What's that?
So what church
What church?
Yeah, and you know, it was
a story video and now church in test.
I think in test somebody did a report about in church.
Okay.
I think he explained on Kwame Daddy's show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay. So the director says we can go watch it.
Okay.
And you know, I'm say ya back or train church no. Na yina ya the aboy ho ban. Aha, because who here?
Oh God.
Oobak3.
Good.
What's the meaning?
Oobak3 means you shall surely come. You see, there's an expectation inbuilt when we speak with the long opening vowel.
Yeah.
It's future participle.
Okay.
Oobak3, you know this name, Namo Ali.
I've heard it. Yeah.
If the name is Namo Ali, who would have known?
Oh.
Yeah.
Who would have
Oobak3
known?
means we expect Ablekuma to come and live with us. Kuma means foreigners or strangers to come and live with us. Ablekuma, Abakuma wo. So it's an expectation that people will come and live with us.
Okay.
Oobak3, you shall surely come.
Oh.
Because we are hospitable, we are accommodating. That's the understanding.
Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing this. And it's always been there.
It's always been there. You see, it's been esoteric because we don't often use it.
Okay.
Everyday language overshadows the basic Ga. But within the circles of traditional leaders and elders, they still use it.
So, if I may ask.
Yes, please.
In everyday Ga language these days, when someone arrives, what do you say? Because I have been around Ga people and I've never heard Oobak3 before. So what do they usually
Everyday
say?
language is atu.
Okay.
But you see, in Ga, greeting is a whole conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. Eno je bleu je bi ameyo jogba shia bi hoy. It's a whole conversation.
Same with the airways too.
Yes.
So it's nasal.
It's nasal, the last one.
Well, okay, so that was an explanation from a cultural activist on Oobak3. And them say me shada pet time na me san tiasie hard beam. Because the more I listen to him na bibre erere Ablekuma mo na se foni na berere mo ntino. Ye beti ase ye.
The title no crown is some cultural activist. And culture.
What did he activate? What is he activating?
Now, me person me stories too. The moment can we move preko na me tie the views of my people. Pena fe activate phone lines then for course kakra. They say Prophet Adom Kyei. He's not happy over something. And into a babonti can wasem. Denkyira emana nenye na moma enkwohwe na yentie ne problem pa na fe ba enka me ni mom na hese betimi adi nkomo kakra. Director, why ready?
I use generator in this place and the solar system also. Not only that, my solar installation was catering for all this community.
And to say, dear sir, na mimi solar ne kwa famwa. Kuroni nyana light bill na aba meme mitanim and na mimi tia.
So they realized that in the evening, when the sun is down and the electricity system takes over, all the bills of the houses here flows back us into my meter for me to pay.
And the way ya kasa ya tenase ni ya bye bye. Nanti asaya da.
So
ya wahano mo wukwada no.
Calls for a dialogue for us to arrange a mutual understanding.
And electricity adwuma ye ni be ba ha.
And on Wednesday, there was a worker from ECG who came over. He came wearing a frown. He was so angry as if I was dating his wife.
Miss rough way no me. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. And I detest, amen. Such a ridicule.
Oh my 1 hour. Yanko 2 billion and one. Ube chalighting them. And you say, hey, you penny for the
he came giving us an ultimatum of 1 hour to foot the outstanding bills. Other than that, he would disconnect the line, which we made him understand clearly that we are in dialogue with the head office.
Ebefri nanoa, mombo papa no, shesika wache, 5 billion yahe. Adai. Mombo papa no, monja sika wache men kurofokwa, na 5 billion yahe mamo. ECG. Monso so moka ho.
Almost
okay.
Then this.
Well, so that was Prophet Adom Chebia. Mama me ko chemo na chemo my background kakra na be. Mempeke obia views sharp. Any Oobak explanation no said so far Matthias here akosi saying. Area now you activated phone lines. Number better screen is also betting me afraid. You can either call on WhatsApp or you can call on normal voice call. Na 80 me din come. Yes, Chemo. Prophet. I see more than the Okromo. I don't get any man.
Prophet say DBS ya na ni anyo and DC na say na onim say ono ni ECG for no dey. Na otua like bear was really fine. So I dream say obey a solar.
Okay.
And now was how to transform a crowd no be use a generator. How no be use near that.
Okay.
Into ono de onim say what to toss and ma we ya solar there. And can no we in the bill back off. After the why the bill about 5 billion on the still on can OCDs.
Okay.
Yeah, the 5 billion CDs bill and
500,000.
Now 500,000.
Oh,
what
period?
And now within
1 month
period.
No. I think some says for the past 8 months.
Sir, on only the onim sir. On Nekabia. And all honey this
accumulated bill of 500,000 Ghana cedis.
And I say, we there or tell say ni na time na onye solar enye you know kra no ko nti asa. Enti no no there onim so ni ECG for mpanyim for na eka. Na e ka na ono de wo order da no wo tua. Enti e bia sa time no onim so de ka be 300,000 or akutia. But ECG for no boost money there or de ka 2 billion. So be tia account.
According to the story, no, almost you could hear 200,000 as part of the after negotiation with them. Said there 500,000. No, almost you could hear 200,000 so that they will not disconnect, showing goodwill. Say okay, you accept and you would want to pay.
Okay.
Any man 1 hour.
Ena ECG ni na oba hon. A man horny. Last horny. Say or momo 1 hour say one go tia 2 billion and 200,000 na obi cha lighting into ono we dina ho twen say 1 hour na be so no cha lighting
hey
and no say o maka chen say oh ye no mo mpanim for kasa na de e kono kra me nti ase na emu me kra no e ho na o chechi mu say me ye solar no ne ade no ye sit say wi ane bo a na mo ekro na o so no township no one omunyina use ni solar ni bi na ade sana ni solar ne kofoma yese enka obi ala be boko no hono na akofa ono ni mitani enti e kani nyina e ba ne ho saa no no se oti o ma senti ono omoka normal result but ECG akwa no gina no de o sida on the 1 hour time so one first kana ma dum light no azana o free wako enti ono se de ma ne be no nwanwa ama obeka ho asem ne say akwa ne ma warning na omyezi nya butre ho ahwa no akwa ne mi na no beka o say mo papa sika o chiche ne krom ade me ma manfo sika oje eye sika ketwa
enti den
ho ene ma onya kan ndi unzo kan o mo ho me nkrofo na ase mo mpem asem a mo pese mo kaseti amene adade ECG ni we nso kan ene odi eba asori dem ma oba ba share ne experience de asem a esi oni ECG ni ntam ene odi aba be tudwe
okay ya tias ena Oobak3 no so tias esen
Oobak3 de se baby odi ko fa ika ya grade I can't think far mami mboro we west na me ka say I can't think far.
I can't think far.
When say Oobak3 say yet one or move ba e no ye fa ho be. And there say obi to ne baby no obi so be ba. Omre, e ti oba beto ye. Enti no minim enchechemu say de no pa kosi. In fact,
him say kan for bebre. Omu nim akwaba say de kan won kran.
It's true.
Yeah. Kan for bebre.
It's true.
Ne akwaba obi say e kan akwaba sama e kan akwaba sen won kran mu a. Omu best o make jefen sa no meka. Oobak3 not be brainy.
Yeah.
It's until recently.
Yes, and I think non to cry man yes say then whoever is championing this, you know, the person is coming from a diabolical angle. It's as simple as that.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, of course. Say na omun enkanfo bebre enim say they can acquire in enkrama. It will not be a big deal for them using other languages. That's what it means. Because who wouldn't say they can't acquire on crema. Oh, kako press yem fire no koye a
I share a different opinion.
Yem no call no mummy welcome signage any day. Oh, crowd and what will push you for you to advocate for that. Only few people now omunim zombenya bibia free muno na yesa. And interestingly, what culture advocate cry no say another thing for me. Ubekom na NGO bi o ha ye mo musika say omonye culture advocacy. And those people are the ones pushing for this thing to happen because they will make money out of it. That's how I see it. Especially getting the background say even enkanfo bebre ya wo ketwa wo role and all tinka una unim Oobak3. Why what will push you for you to say this time around use that thing?
Yeah.
Nothing will push you. So those who are pushing it, those who are convincing people to push for that thing, they have their own agenda. That's what it means. And you know, for me, I would say omo ye innocent, omo to baby and go fubi na be kan omo di etire bi. And to say obi to say Belamundi say I think at this point amanfo bonidi. Menim angle of free bow they be support it sadly.
Oh, I know so ka say yen kan Oobak3 bi.
And American. Say and people like that, you know. Ubekom no influence ni be edro akusi omoso. That's the point I'm trying to make here. And I think there are certain things that are necessary for guns to push if the guns wants to push something. But just a language yeah debate signage, you know, and solve the problem now. Be no more gain say be solve, you know. And solve, you know. Say language be a very dominant and you're conscious. In fact, yet to chrome ha and a binum cat of fiaqua. An idea for ma MSO obi munazo munko ye signage be more baby say oh kasaka as a tofiaqua. They don't. Through entertaining you know. There are certain things that you think is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
So you pick them, yes. So you pick them and you before you know you'll be using it. Before you know it will be influencing you. So if let's say gun culture is dying and there are some people who really genuinely wants to push it up and yet fighting for signage and other stuff you should rather be pushing for people doing songs, doing music, doing something entertaining. It will come like a natural thing for others to take it. That's how it happens. Tree language I influence a lot of people all over the country, you know, because of entertainment.
Okay.
You can argue all you want, but see how tree language go around and yet like in the history of Ghana no, you can say that the war no be play part but we time young what is helping for the tree language to dominate is entertainment, music, movies, tree dominated things and the war around even radio. Radio stations are what cry no. Say no English are a tree no moka.
Yeah.
And no dominating.
In Ghana.
Ghana, yes. And you know say, if you are advocating for Ghana language to go far, you should be advocating for getting a radio station a bit me influence.
Obonu is there.
Well, and you know how influential is Obonu in Ghana radio contest. And unfortunately, they came in at the time Ukraina TV.
Obonu.
They came in at the time I read
Obonu.
Obonu has been there.
Well,
Obonu.
Oh, na digital.
No, he means he heard about them at the
time. Exactly. And for me, I think advocating for your language to go far, this is not the approach. And explanations and I think there's a better way to go about it. And just fighting for a signage and count.
All right. Thank you so much, Team Don Solomon. We are closing. In the next 10 minutes, I'll be activating the phone lines for you to also call in to be a part of it. There is a number on your screen already: 0243514732. Roland Long John Kasari na yetie monsumo views on the phones. Long John, come through. And then I overcome. Anyway.
Let me first tackle the man of God's issue. Before you guys came, Chemo Ebo or YouTube, and I was paying close attention. Probably do you know. I was paying attention to his narration, and if what he's saying is really what happened, I think government needs to send their eyes on ECG. Now, what did I hear? The man narrated from the point saying it got to a point where ECG was supposed to bring him meter. He wasn't getting the meter.
Okay.
He went to their office 8 times to request for their meter. Okobia, ya nebe bremo, wo de monko, ya be wa fix monko. 8 times. Omofamba. Sese otiwa. Ose otosula ne akade na aka ono, e de aka sorry no because babia
okay, now sorry.
Yes.
Nah, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He said all these things in the beginning, but I'm sure they had to cut because and let's see how much now more the outrageous bills in the brain. So he now decided, you know what? Now we go and have a discussion with you. Maybe I won't kind of pakura money delete me and some family gym na yanko. And then the comments will be our pass here and you see what this man is saying is exactly what individuals are going through in Ghana here, but public government do not know. There are people that ECG have said that single out because nice. They've seen what the businesses they are running. Business is so they intentionally go take out your meter and tell you to bring a new one. And then you'll be there, you go and request for it for months. Yeah, if you boom. They discuss 2 billion. When you ask them, they should break it down to some entire money, you know. They should break it down so you understand how they got to the 2 billion. Nobody can be able to explain to you. So then, my question is, in the end, ECG, you know, is somebody responsible for their actions? Because anyway, a go about too much.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not, now it's either the man will have to try and bargain for a reduction, which could be either said, we're using ECG even more than the amount they've mentioned, and under.
Yes.
what is the barometer we measure for those things? But yet now, Papa Waka we use our jokes, but individuals are facing it in this country. This same problem. As soon as I can,
yeah.
Or no, a software. He's a pastor. He has a big platform. Internet air trendy. But individuals are going through the same thing with the same strategy. Thank you. And I believe this is the best time Ghanaians are supposed to attack this issue with all seriousness and ensure that government eye goes on ECG. The way they are dealing with citizens is very crazy. You have foreigners building companies, having everything so easy, but Ghanaians are suffering to get the basic things. A foreign company wouldn't go through this foreign church wouldn't go through this. But Argentina or no Adom Chebia or go through it. Even before Adom Chebia gave that excuse. Me, when you were playing it, I do win a bam team. Because Martin said, or church member Sika. That was what it's okay said. That was what one of the workers said. No. And so Kenneth. This is a typical black man mentality. Papa will be one debia or say, hey, Charlie, this might be like money day. Only me juma oye. Only send your own saving to make sure you look that good. What conclude the amount? But from about the top bottle water near or 50 cedis. Meanwhile, Abia when the gosh about the top bottle water or the money 3 cedis. But because of your appearance every day, or per one day pay boo.
Sammy flex.
So boo kombu keke.
Simple. And no, and this thing, look, it's the reality everywhere. It is something we have to take serious. Who controls the market price of some of these things are you so as Ghanaians? Nipa sorry, or make a decision. And first of all, it wasn't the man's will. Say, Nimita end out. He made effort to get a meter. So it's ECG trying to say, oh yeah, never went to me. You still want to blame him for the way our income or on manner. Aren't you ready to take some of the part of the blame? What the 5 billion echo money per back so untia? No, what will he use to run the rest of the business?
One hour something to 2 billion.
Oh, the 1 hour MO be so untia 200,000 Ghana cedis. Now our banker release the fund and the 1 hour they release it 200. Look, so you see, look, human it is individuals that make government. Just this agenda can destroy or cripple the whole NDC government. Look at the number of people this man controls. Look at what you are doing to him. With this narration, do you think if government doesn't intercede right now, it's church members so and go against the government? What I say? You see? Yes. Yes. Mama was in their church.
Yes.
You understand? So this thing is a serious call to action for leaders, either in the energy sector or whatever. The way you see, this is one thing government should do. You complaints Kenya, but one of the places is Sikafa, Ghana Water Company, ECG. Baby, how many airport? That's all. And the way I it will shock you. Say, Obisika Wumwa, say 200,000 Kotomwa, Obi in a and you know, No, I'm being honest. Because for some,
you are assuming.
No, let me show you. You say I'm assuming, but the same person who was going to collect the money said, "Oh, sorry, what's from the chairman Mexica? I didn't see that. So that's
I don't know. I'm also assuming.
That's reality. I didn't say I don't tell you what is that.
I don't just say where can you just say
no. Now, it basically shows the decision to take that money is because of that.
But you're not paying to him directly.
You see, let me tell you one thing. Most times when it gets to the payment of such money,
okay.
Yes, Uncle.
It will shock you, sir. A bit drawn on my office can never find out. Yeah, office animal, Fabra office. They'll tell you never to pay in bank. I'm telling you, maybe the personal experience in America. I know what I'm saying. They'll chase you for the money, But when the money is ready to be paid, they'll tell you, please don't go and pay in bank. They'll tell you, yeah, that's your officer, what's all the call? No. That is what I'm saying. This is a national call. People in government, and I'm sure the man of God said it so.
Yes.
Because money that is passing through there, it's not child's play.
Okay.
What say abandonment map means and ways are they can be able to, measure people's carry even if there's no meter, measure their current to ensure say a buyer yeah fuel chain. And you have to be quite tenacity. Oh, they only make time. My man 5 billion. Now 5 billion. I was saying base rate also here. Because that's what it shows. How did they conclude on 500,000 Ghana cedis? How? The national grid,
okay, Oobak3.
Then Oobak3.
Now what are we doing?
I was trying to mention.
Let me say this. One of the country's most unserious platform is Twitter. I'm saying this authoritatively. One of Ghana's most unserious platform is Twitter. I was on Twitter when that word started trending. And the person who led that conversation,
Bongo.
No, there's a Ghana page on Twitter that started that conversation. The one who introduced the Oobak3 is Belamundi. She introduced that thing. She did it in the caption. She was like, I can't imagine getting to Kotoka and then I see Oobak3 written as a welcome address or something like that.
I think it was part of the conversation, or not.
No, I already Oobak3 here. Where is it? In a day near Oobak3. That was where it started from.
No, I've also seen
Me,
a video.
I was following it. It's under post now. And I went so that everybody started asking that question. She's a Gadangbi.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Right. So, me, I'm a Gadangbi, but I'm not really like into the language like that. We still learn. So when I saw something, I was like, but Ghana. You see, there's a difference between having a national agenda and being tribalistic. And there's always a thin line between these two.
Yeah.
As a psychologist, best here. Nipe biya modern. Everybody is mad at some point in life. Who go through it. But the thin line between you realizing you are going mad and coming back to yourself is where the truth is.
Stone boy.
Long John
You understand? No. Assemble and person with this one. We have a country where even the government chair wears kente to Ghana events.
Relax.
My
Hold on.
kente is not
Relax.
Hold on.
someone's property.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
go.
Whether property or
There's
not,
no property.
it has a lot. It has a lot of inscriptions with the Asante meanings in there.
Okay.
You know the root.
You understand?
Okay. But there is still an explanation, so you talk.
No, what the explanation? I'm only trying to say, even the material self we use, some of them are from different ethnic groups.
Exactly.
But what is the agenda of the country? We are pushing Ghana. Now, what is the airport, or what is the symbolism of airport in this conversation? It is a national artifact. When we talk about national artifact, we are talking about the whole nation, every single ethnic group under one umbrella. Akwaba didn't become Akwaba because it became Akwaba. How often we used it and how we used to introduce people into the country. And almost so far, yeah, Ababe Akwaba. There are other welcoming notes people use, but Amfasa to Akwaba. Foreigners, and you see, this is it. Foreigners are the ones that decide what they want to buy in your language. In Nigeria, Odeyu, Ebuse Cham. You were talking about Nigeria we taking Nigeria's Tofiapa. But I won't take Ghana's Odeyu. You see how even Nigerian artists abuse it in their song like their key. You understand? How do we become so selfish that we forget the most important things and be chasing after names?
Signage.
And nothing more shameful than welcome. Yes, some come me tribe because I am a land. If tomorrow they open a hospital in another ethnic group and they decide to name it after your native, will you go and put that agenda that they change to and name it under someone? Or if you see those people in that native fighting you for similar reason, can you be able to voice out?
Okay.
But in the end, is it not a national artifact that they are naming after the person? Why can't we sometimes reason as humans and understand that we have national agenda and we have simple tribal matters? This is not even supposed to be tribal.
Okay.
It's not about guns, it's about Ghana.
Yeah. Fact.
So I think it's about time we grow past this conversation and to see someone like Belamundi add a tone to this conversation. And she was the voice member had the way I telling you. There are certain people. Sister also called the dashboard so. Waka as I say, he doesn't understand why iPhone 4 or more device via so phone ball cracker no. Also thoughtful. Something like that. Yes. People ask him, what do you mean by they have a device? Go check it in Twitter or the dashboard. So you see, so some of these things, and I'm kind of Twitter, it's a whole typical village because the conversation they promote there. Oh, you're a prominent person now. Oh, the one who show her. And a bella,
Well, Ro, close the show for us.
Oobak3. Before I go into that, let me go to your Papa Stephen Adom Kyei, Philadelphia, Bofo Kron. For me, what I'm seeing with his issue is a power play, where one is electricity power, and the other one is administrative or social power. Yes, power play.
Okay.
And then you see the person representing the ECG or the representatives of the ECG, or what they have is the electricity power. But you see Stephen Adom Kyei also for profit. What he has is the social power. And on our class, these two people don't seem to find a way around this whole issue. For me, whatever is going on, I feel yes, Obia committee or baby, and here I think the prophet has committed. His debt probably may not be 500,000, but it can be. You know why? The place where his church is situated is more or less like an estate for him.
Oh, okay.
He's a community on its own.
He owns the whole place.
It is a community on its own.
There were a commercial council.
So you see, a Hong Kong money. So it is not one that you would say, oh, Memphis say be an sorry ni so too. And a so too for air tapping into his meter. This is a place that it is still developing because of him. There are certain people who live there. And we know how some of these conversations go. So we are tapping. Before you realize, the entire community is drawing power from one source.
In the name of Asorema.
You see the explanation he gave? Say, explanation of the man and say, when almost disconnecting the meter, first now not pay meter. The others were you out solar any generator. He was still serving the community. So my point is that CC and AB or meter man and now some person money meter no man an accumulative bill of 500,000. The explanation is that same connection is there. And may assure say there are some that he personally is not aware of. Inti ohona some misunderstanding no one. And this is where the power play comes in. Where one power feels that okay, you have committed. What you keep to me was same. So
yeah,
we can use that. And he also feels that particular situation is unfair to him because Senkrofo na tape on meter no mu use wa. It is not his fault. On electrician, on ejuma we ECG to determine who is tapping from his power source and who isn't. So even if he has accumulated a bill of that nature in his name, he believes he needs some fair hearing, some good explanation or way that these things can be solved.
Okay.
But not to give him that sort like edge cutting ultimatum of pulling 200,000 in an hour. Even if he has, nobody in his right senses will do that.
Yeah.
Especially when we want to give him that. You see that power play here. And I believe, say, it is the reason why, because he also has social power. That is why he's saying it on the pulpit. For the ECG people to know that, Moya same way, social media, so me, I feel if the ECG officials are listening and they are seeing this thing can escalate to something they may not probably be ready for. It may not be the man's fault, but there can be some level of commitment. Man not from his end are committed, and they would want to base on that. But I think this thing can be solved. Now to Oobak3. The reason why when Chemo was speaking, I said I hold a different opinion is the fact that yes, some of us or even majority of the people, especially the new generation, probably might not have heard of Oobak3 before.
Yeah, many of them.
Exactly. Just like so all the languages. There are certain terminologies, certain words, certain statements that on the ordinary we don't use them. And like he said, some of these things he said it is there, they use it. But it is among like the elite, as they would call them, the elders and those people who understand. Instead of it, oh,
of course.
Yes, so elective tree. Even in Ashanti region, even in Kumasi, there are some people who speak certain type of tree that some people don't understand. It happens. It doesn't mean that the people are losing their culture. No. It is because we know culture is dynamic. Definitely, each generation comes with some level of influence.
But my point wasn't on that.
Maybe.
My point was, those people who have not heard that word will not advocate for it.
But no. See, me, I probably might have not heard, but I will advocate. You know why? Because I am also part of the people who believe that, okay, every day we live to learn. We live to learn. So yes, the fact that I am advocating for it doesn't mean that, okay, it should be paramount. That's why the first time we had a discussion, make us say, oh, it should rather be even added, not entire change. Because there is a need to also see there are certain cultural stuff that other tribes uphold, not because it is so much. Some of them are even a cake. Some of them even today here. But in order to still keep that rich history and culture, all of these things have history significance. All of these words that we use, whether from Ga to Akan to Ever to whatever, most of these terminologies that we use have its cultural or history significance that we cannot throw away. So if there comes a generation that is not familiar with history or with how we do our things, there is the need for some people to advocate. But I understand.
Cultural advocacy.
Maybe, but no, you see, and when you ask me what type of advocacy, it is not about signage. No, it is about rather inculcating it into the school learning materials.
Okay.
In terms of history, the people that are learning history in schools, this is what they should be learning, and not Obroni Bechiche and the Ekom Kwasumu Chemo Crawford. You understand?
Okay.
So me, I totally get where they are coming from. But then I know there are some people that they need this to function. They need this for them to go to work.
For their agenda.
Especially the ones that would want to blow it out of proportion and think that, oh, a bit mad. See, baby, that food. When we go to Kumasi, they say the same thing. It is a gun word.
Now, Jonas jokingly says, yeah, then kind of kunamam. mo yenua ebro ye pankra dokro mo mfani sa
funny enough
mo mfani sa
last time I told you about a page which is also championing fancy stuff who is also claiming akwaba it's a fancy word and not even for Ashantis.
Obake.
Another enkran dokno no yenyim vrim.
Well, let me see if you can do just some 5 minutes. Of course, our time is up actually. MCL should give us just some 5 minutes to go. 024351472. Sorry about that. 024351472. Let's do just some 5 minutes of calls and we run away from here. Theo will not use that, so just forget about that. So in just about 5 minutes we are running away from here. Let me see some of your messages. Gideon Boadi says, Bro Sammy, tell Long John to hit me up. Give him my number. I feel his vibes rough. I listen to him on Metro TV as well. Okay, thank you so much. Gideon Boadi, I'll give your number to him. So just some okay, now we have about 4 minutes to go. 024351472. We can also pick your calls and run away from here, but I think so far so very good. And when we told people we'll be coming on live, I'm sure today some people did not even expect it to happen, but it happened. Forget about our tiredness and all. We are still here. Barry. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Big man, Pacho Free. Voter region. Ocean online and I'll share on TV. Oh wow, okay. Until where then I also count come on home.
Okay, I want to add this in a way to what the chairman said. Nowadays, some of us now we did this and everything based on our issue. So if they can approve those things, improve them, I think it will be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to say big shout out to you and the postman SM for life.
For life. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll be starting a show on Agbeve TV and Sammy Flex TV, which will be interviewing more up and coming artists. It will be live here on Sammy Flex TV and Agbeve TV, so you guys should wait for it. Very soon we create a platform where you guys will come and exhibit your talent. Baba says here this month here September but into Montrain programs be but Timon course on Shag Agbeve TV, Mon course on Sammy Flex TV. So why?
Okay, SM for life.
For life is our life. Alright, so 2 minutes or 3 minutes and run away from here. 024351472. My brother was watching all the way from the Volta region on Agbeve TV. Agbeve is also Eve. Are you guys aware?
Yes.
Who understands the meaning?
Agbeve, yeah.
Agbeve. Oh, that other day they told me I've forgotten. Agbeve land of health was saying, oh shit. How did I forget this? Hello, good evening. Your first free. Hello. Oh, the motive na yentil. Lower TV set na yentil. Lower TV set. Every so too. Na so dey saying something clothing. Dabi. Baby, I want no. I'm saying what so to mbulani. I was so to mbulani yentini pacho. Kojo K is giving hi to Long John. Ma Jill on Facebook says good show, papa. And Ishak Noble says on God. Okay, I think I'll do the very final call. But your friend, TV, so I now want lower TV set in a while. Semo, Mama, volume in your high. Oh, Shavia, na, Ubetimi a chef. Okay, so, Obi so afraid afa another line. Or the infant na infant last call. Gideon, good evening. We are good. Long John Tonka. I don't so feel you.
And I think I want to commend him for something. The more voices we have that's defending or speaking the facts and the truth about Shatta, the better.
Okay.
And I've seen what he's doing out there. And I really appreciate the work that he's doing and the fire he's giving to people. It's not even just about fighting people, but he's actually putting in and letting people know the facts and what's going on actually within the camp, because he's now part of the camp now.
Yeah.
So I just hope that that loyalty that he has built, that love, it continues like that, and it goes like that. So big up to you guys and everything like that. But Brassam, also I want to commend you guys. The way you guys moving on. Are you guys think that the country be your own or what?
We get command.
It get RCB, we get RCB.
The convoy is crazy.
I know, right?
No, but I love it. You guys are doing a great job, Brassam. Always, man. We have seen the positive swing and the change in the whole movement and everything ever since you took over. And I've always told you this privately, so it's not even because of here, but
yeah,
energy now. So
yeah. All right. Thank you so much, bro. Let me do the last text message. I'm reading a comment on Facebook where Kojoke says, Brasami, please, December is Shatta. Tell Shatta that we need our freedom concert back. We can't wait anymore. Okay. Clothing or so kasa finally. Hello, good evening. BU clothing. B-Root clothing. That was I was so to me fa.
They say I don't see the assembly on online, no good see the you can pass sorry, you all can wrong on TV, no Kasai, because Papa no public see would hear you on the
okay. Oh, show TV, so now show online. Okay. BU clothing. Okay. Oh, show Agbeve TV so. Oh, show Agbeve TV so. Mo kan chire obia say ochina about 7 e be san ba bi mo ai. Okay. All right. Well, so far so good. Oh, let me do this announcement briefly, then we can run away from here. We have so many programs coming back on our screens here on Sammy Flex TV. Like I said, the young guy who called from
region.
Yeah, Babe, new program. I bear for up and coming artists, and it will be live here on Agbeve TV as well. Live on Sammy Flex TV as well. You guys should watch out. On this note, I want to say thank you to Chemo, you call a commercial on our stretch. I mean, thanks to Long John. Also, no offense and a crime I made sure by a friend or so, okay, but your tibia or funny one banana. Or swan one, no buy. Roland to teach free play more na pa. On us do a bedroom. Yes, you are free play more than a bedroom. Now, on Thursday, Agbeve TV is bringing you a live health program from Agbeve Herbal and Medical Hospital. On Thursday, from Thursday 9 to 10 a.m. And the doctors of Agbeve, they will be here. On better, see, I must start to share the more yaribim. Nobody will be sick. Oh, yeah, I'm friend. So Thursday 10 a.m. Agbeve Herbal and Medical Hospital. They are giving us a live program which will be on health. So you guys should wait for it. Agbeve doctors will be here. And studio of Agbeve, MCR, OPK. Technician, lovely Soa, graphics, OPK. Mupe fans. OPK, nene, lovely. I'm Mupe fans, Papa. Lovely Soa, ni OPK. I'm Mupe fans.
The OPK sounds like.
I know, right? And in-house, our production team, big shouts to you for keeping us going. I know it will be better. Little hitches here and there, but we make sure everything will be back now. Munya bro for born in the desert. Producer outro. First one I got your daddy Lumba. Now you can't just change Lumba. I got your daddy Lumba Sammy. Producer from Baby. We are going to monitor our guy. Go. Oh yeah. That's only for the guys. Yeah, Timber Mama. And then you come as airport, mom some tea. Well, thanks to TFLS because in charge of our camera, director of photography, and director is Sammy Tuga. But you guys are doing great. More programs, more ideas coming through. So keep watching Sammy Flex TV. Subscribe to us on YouTube and. Hey, big shouts to our YouTube guys. Today they have been online. Big shouts to our Facebook guys and to Agbeve TV as well. More share Agbeve TV, more programs. They are coming to you guys. My name is Sammy Flex. We meet tomorrow, 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. We're out of here. Good night.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it, the beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green salad, glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. For check it, check it. Green salad, glucometer, check it. For check it. Sugar level, for check it. For check it. For check it.